In this video, we are to understand the concept of like terms. What can you see in this picture? We can see there are two notes of $100 belonging to the United States of America. You can see there are four notes of 100 rupees of India, and you can see there are three apples. So suppose if I ask you, how much money do you see? You cannot say that I see 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100. I see 600 money. You'll be saying I see $100 plus another $100, so I see $200. And at the same time, since there are four notes of 100 rupees each of India, I see 400 rupees. And I also see three apples. I see three apples. But you won't be saying that I see 600 money. You won't be saying I see 600 money, because this becomes a meaningless thing. You simply cannot add the dollars and the rupees until and unless you convert either the dollars into the rupees or the rupees into the dollars, and for that you require a conversion rate. But since we do not know what the conversion rate is, means $1 is 65 rupees or 64 rupees or whatever, you simply cannot add $200 and 400 rupees. And you can't say that this is 600 money or this is $600 rupees, because there is no such concept. So of course we can add the monies, but we need to convert one into the other. And similarly, you cannot add 400 rupees and three apples. You cannot say this is 403 rupees apple. You can't say like that, because this is rupees, it's money, and these are apples, three apples. So as you cannot add the dollars and the rupees without converting, and as you cannot add the rupees and the apples or the dollars and the apples, we understand the concept of like terms. So these two are like terms because they both are dollars, and that too both are US dollars. Again, you cannot add the US dollars and the Canadian dollars. Similarly, all these four are Indian rupees, so you can add Indian rupees together. So if I have another 10 rupee note, you can say that in all I have 410 rupees, because we can add the rupees together. Similarly, the apples can be added with apples. So if I have, let's say, 3 bananas, I cannot say that these are 6 fruits. Of course, they are 6 fruits, no doubt. But how many apples and how many bananas? So there are 3 apples and 3 bananas. So we like to go into details instead of mentioning 6 fruits, which becomes a little bit improper. In the very same manner, we define like terms in mathematics. So what are like terms? Like terms are algebraic terms which contain the same variables to the same indices. So it should have the same variables and their index should also be the same. For instance, x and 2x are like terms. This 2 is said to be the coefficient of x, and over here the coefficient, if it is not written, it is considered to be 1. So since the letters, the variables are the same, they are said to be like terms. They are like terms. And also they have the same index. Over here by default their indices or the index is 1. If nothing is written, we consider it to be 1. So if suppose we have x over here and x square over here and x cube over here, they all have the same variables, no doubt. All three have x in it. But do they have the same index? No, they have different indices. For example, the index over here is 1, the index over here is 2, and the index over here is 3. So they are not like terms. So remember, they should have the same variables, the same letters, and the same indices. Let us consider one more. Y and xy, are they like terms? Of course, both these terms have y in it, but since there is no x over here, they are not like terms. Remember, like terms should be exactly identical. So the minute I write x over here, it becomes a like term. They are now like terms. And suppose if I write a -3 in front of it, still they are like terms, because the like terms are not dependent on the coefficient. It only depends upon whether the variables are the same or not, or whether they are multiplying in the same manner or not. Similarly, it's very important to note that xy is nothing but x multiplied by y, and yx is also y multiplied by x, which is the same as x multiplied by y. So 5xy and -7yx are definitely like terms, because xy is x multiplied by y and yx is also y multiplied by x or x multiplied by y. So remember, we can only add or subtract like terms. If they are not like terms, then we cannot add or we cannot subtract. Let us understand this with the help of some examples. Let us take the first one. What is b plus 3 plus b? So over here, b and this b are like terms, and by default they have the coefficient of 1. So 1b plus 1b is 2b plus 3. Now 3 is a constant term and there are no other like terms along with 3. So the answer is 2b plus 3. Similarly over here, n and -3n are like terms, and yeah, even this one, 2n is also a like term, and -m is a different term. So we can add n plus 2n and -3n together and -m separately. So what is 1n plus 2n? 3n. 3n minus 3n is 0n. So we can simply cancel this out. No need to write 0n over here. So the answer to this is -m. What is this now? X square plus x plus 2. Now x square and x have the same letters, but since their indices are different, here the index is 2, here the index is 1. By default, if nothing is written as 1, they are not like terms, and this is just a constant number 2. So all the three are different terms. So the answer to this is x square plus x plus 2. We cannot simply simplify this. And what about the last one? What is xy plus 2yx? Now we have seen above that xy and yx are like terms, so we can simply add them. So what is 1xy plus 2xy? The answer is 3xy. So in this way, the like terms are very, very important concepts which will help you in higher algebra. Thank you.